like a dream come true, man. You watch these guys at the magazine, you grew up admiring them. There you are, standing on stage with them, and to be the winner and the victor. Wow. Thank you, Lord.
In a world of bodybuilding, some names only shine for a moment. And then there's Lee Haney, a man who didn't just reach the pinnacle, but set the standard for an entire generation. 8 consecutive Mr. Olympia titles. Not just an achievement, but a testament to a different training philosophy. Stimulate the muscles, don't annihilate them. A mindset ahead of its time, yet still relevant today. In this video, we'll explore in detail how Lee Haney eats, trains, and lives. Not for competition, but for long-term health. From his first meal of the day, his scientifically structured workouts, to the foods he completely avoids. Every aspect reflects a lifestyle that's disciplined, yet deeply human. If you're looking for a lifestyle that's healthy, balanced, and still effective, what he's done might be the inspiration you need. When people think of Lee Haney, they often picture a massive physique and incredible strength. But few realize that this success didn't begin in the gym, it started in the kitchen. Haney once said, "You can't train like a horse and eat like a bird." To him, nutrition wasn't an afterthought. It was the foundation of all physical results. Especially when training at high intensity, the body needs not only sufficient fuel, but the right kind of nutrients to recover, grow, and stay healthy long-term. Haney prioritizes truly nutrient-dense foods, unprocessed, free from additives. Among them, he has 5 he calls his longevity foods. Sweet potatoes, a slow-digesting carbohydrate that stabilizes blood sugar and provides lasting energy. Eggs, 12 to 15 per day, rich in protein and choline for brain function and fat metabolism. Spinach, packed with iron and magnesium, supporting muscle function and recovery. Pineapple contains bromelain, a natural anti-inflammatory enzyme that eases joint pain and aids digestion. Walnuts and almonds, high in healthy fats, omega-3s, and antioxidants essential for heart and hormonal health. Haney's diet doesn't follow trends. It's based on biology and understanding what the body truly needs to operate at its best. And the most important part, he's maintained that habit for decades. Not for competition, but for genuine health. Just as Haney carefully selected his longevity foods, he also has a blacklist of items he avoids, not just during his competitive years, but even after retirement. The reason is clear: nothing destroys the body faster than what you do to it every day. For Haney, the silent enemies of health lie in processed foods, trans fats, and hidden sugars. Specifically, he avoids fast food and packaged snacks, often loaded with additives, preservatives, and excessive sodium. Trans fats, found in margarine, hydrogenated oils, and many pastries. These promote inflammation, raise bad cholesterol, and increase heart disease risk. Fatty meats, full-fat cheeses, bacon, high in saturated fats and bad cholesterol, especially harmful past middle age. What's important is that Haney isn't extreme or fearful of food, but he believes in knowing your body. He recognizes that every indulgence delays recovery, fat loss, and hormone balance. For him, true health doesn't lie in the perfection of every meal, but in the consistency of what you refuse to put into your body. That's real discipline, and it's why Haney remains strong and energetic even in his 60s. Beyond food choices, Haney also has a clear strategy for meal timing. Your body is like a machine. To keep it running smoothly, you need to know when to fuel it. He doesn't eat emotionally, he eats strategically. On average, he eats 5 to 6 meals a day, spaced about 2.5 hours apart. The goal is not just to sustain energy, but to constantly supply muscles with nutrients for recovery and growth. A typical day looks like this. Breakfast: oatmeal with honey and nuts. Complex carbs with good fats to stabilize energy and blood sugar. Mid-morning snack: protein shake and a handful of nuts. Quick, simple, and full of clean amino acids. Lunch: lean meats like chicken breast or salmon, with sweet potatoes, brown rice, and greens for muscle recovery and micronutrients. Afternoon snack, another protein shake or boiled eggs and nuts. Dinner, similar to lunch, but with fewer carbs, more greens, and healthy fats to support sleep. Pre-bed snack, Greek yogurt with chia seeds and honey. Helps muscle repair overnight and supports digestion. With this plan, Haney never lets his body go into deficit, a critical mistake for high-intensity training. Eating at the right time is how he protects his metabolism and maintains hormonal balance all day long. If nutrition is the fuel, then training is how Lee Haney runs and optimizes the body's engine. What sets him apart is his rejection of the more is better mentality. Instead, he values efficiency, focus, and recovery. His motto, "Stimulate, don't annihilate," is more than a slogan. It's the philosophy behind every workout. Haney's routine targets specific muscle groups, using advanced techniques like supersets, 2 exercises back-to-back, and giant sets, 3 or 4 in sequence, with short 35-second rests, creating high intensity without overloading the joints and nervous system. His weekly training schedule typically looks like this. Monday, chest plus biceps. Tuesday, legs. Wednesday, back plus core. Thursday, shoulders plus triceps. Friday, light cardio, yoga, or active recovery. Saturday, full body light session for circulation and recovery. Sunday, complete rest. Haney also emphasizes aerobics, which many bodybuilders overlook. To him, it's the key to fat loss without sacrificing muscle, and crucial for heart health as you move into your 40s and 50s. What's worth learning from Haney isn't just the training plan, but the purposeful, strategic mindset behind it. It's what allowed him not only to reach peak performance, but to maintain it for decades without sacrificing health. Though famous for his nutrition and training discipline, Lee Haney also recognizes that at a certain age, diet and exercise alone aren't enough. When you hit 50, everything changes. Hormones drop, recovery slows, and your body needs a new strategy to maintain performance. With over 40 years of coaching and personal experience, Haney doesn't resist aging. He adapts. Part of that includes selective use of supplements, especially natural testosterone boosters designed for men over 50. These are not steroids or hormone replacements, but tools that support the body in naturally producing more testosterone. Benefits include increased vitality and neuromuscular responsiveness, improved cardiovascular function, enhanced muscle recovery, better mood and mental stability. In addition, Haney created a special training guide called 8-Minute Fitness at 50+, a simple, accessible ebook for older adults wanting to regain stamina, muscle, and energy without needing a gym or expensive equipment. What sets Haney apart is this. He doesn't just share his lifestyle, he translates it into practical tools for others to use. Because for him, bodybuilding isn't a race for aesthetics. It's a lifelong journey to preserve quality of life at any age.